David Lovejoy with KGNC News Radio. I'm here with Mr. James Abbott. He's seeking the bench in Randall County in Court of Law number 2. Welcome.
That's correct. David, it's an honor to be here with you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Now, first off, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, I got my start at Amarillo College. I went there, and then I went to West Texas A&M, graduated in 1995 with a degree in political science. After that, I went to Texas Tech, studied law, graduated in 97, got licensed in 98. Been practicing law for 20 years here now.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's I married my sweetheart back in 1988. We've been married for 30 years. Have 2 great kids. My youngest is getting ready to graduate from Canyon High, and my oldest is getting ready to graduate from WT.
Oh, great. What's her major? The oldest is it
neuropsychology.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's always great when the kids are smarter than the parents. My son graduated from West Point, so I don't know how, but how he came from my genes. But it's always great to see your kids, exceed your expectations.
They're doing really well. Very
That's
proud of
good.
them. My youngest actually voted for the first time yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I hope that child voted for James Abbott.
I'm sure. Now, you're running, seeking this position. Let the people know why you want this post.
Well, I've practiced law for 20 years right here in Randall County, and I've told folks I feel lucky and honored to live in this community. Community service has always been important to me. My dad instilled that in me. I'm a Mason, a Shriner, an Elk, and a Lion. I believe in serving my community. I saw a need for someone to step up and run for this office, and my dad always used to tell me, don't complain about a situation, do something about it. We have spent the last 20 years helping veterans get their service-connected, non-service-connected benefits and get services. We've been helping the mentally ill get their benefits. We've helped in family law cases, criminal cases, civil cases, probate. If you name it, we've done it. I actually started as a city prosecutor, and so I have a great deal of experience here. And I just felt it was time for me to step up and serve my community.
Take care of it. Now, one of the things is once you hit office, what's the one thing or the things you want to address right away?
The main thing I'm concerned about in this court is the backlog in the docket. There are a lot of cases that have been pending for a long time that need final hearings, that need resolution in certain matters and just need to be set. My goal is to get the cases moving and start getting matters resolved as quickly as possible. The other thing I want to do, right now we have an issue where we've hired non-judicial magistrates to take nighttime warrant calls, and that's one of the issues I've been complaining about, and I want to get back to the judge doing the job full-time and taking those calls. So those are my 2 big priorities for that court.
And moving forward. Now, and we talked about that and about how we hired an outside or set up an outside fee to take care of these issues, these after-matter warrants and just
Yes.
that sort of thing. For you, how would you be a steward of the taxpayer's dollar?
That's a very good question. I appreciate you asking that. I think we're getting in a time period where we're pushing more and more duties off on others as opposed to the judge saying, hey, I want to continue doing that. And I want to look for ways where I can get some of those job duties back into this court as opposed to pushing them out. The magistrate issue is the big one that I want to start with, but I actually have a couple other areas that I'm concerned about. And I'm planning on working on those right off the bat. Yes. My dad always taught me 3 rules. He said, if you'll live by these 3 rules, you'll always be successful. He said, number 1, always get to work early. He would say, if you got to work on time, you're late. He'd say, work until the job is done. He'd say, if you got done at 4, it's okay to go home. But if you're not done at 6, you better stay there and get the job done. And then thirdly, he would always say, do more than they expect of you. He said, if you'll do those 3 things, he said, you'll never be hungry. And I never have been.
There you go.
So I plan to apply those rules to my court.
They're doing that. Now, of course, early voting's going on now.
It is.
And the March 6th primary is just around the corner. Any other thing you want to tell the public or say?
Well, actually, early voting goes through next Friday.
Right.
I think that's March 2nd.
March 2nd,
March
yes.
2nd through Friday, March 2nd. So get out and vote early, because you never know what the weather's going to do on Election Day in the Texas Panhandle.
Texas.
Election Day is March 6th, and I need your vote.
Well, thank you for taking time with
No,
us.
thank
and
you
we
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
I really
and
appreciate
good
it.
luck in the rest of your campaign.
Thank you.